No tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
Here we go. Hey, come on.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Packers at 9-1 on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we
Raider
go.
offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice for...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This is caught, it's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. Touchdown, Packers. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got Renfrow in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That bumps us up to a three-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up three possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Understand?
Following the interception, Love. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead could...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready up. Ready.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
228 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now Jones. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's
got a man, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Yellow, line. Ready?
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And some room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Love. He finds Watson. It's gone. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And complete once again to Watson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 45 yards. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Come on, set. Strike, strike.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Off the play fake, Love. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did. And so,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Jakobi Meyers, 94 yards.
And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right, 97.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Ready?
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Hey, come on.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Love's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how they...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's a big play there for Vegas.
48 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
Ready?
Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Rodgers on the return.